Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos on the Golden Bachelorette appears to be finding her groove again and relishing her time with wealthy suitor Chalk Chappie, but perhaps she's seeing money signs. Though many of Joan's suitors appear like sweethearts, like Kelsey Anderson's father, Mark Anderson, who recently danced in an Instagram shark costume, the Golden Bachelorette's Chalk Chappie is a decent person. Joan demonstrated her talent by reading a poem on The Golden Bachelor Season 1, coming off as compassionate and distinct. She might be drawn to Chalk's hard currency, though. Although Chalk is a kind man, it's difficult to overlook his obvious affluence. Although his net worth is unknown, he is selling a lavish home on Instagram and showing off his expensive wardrobe, which includes a silky pink coat and rich guy loafers without socks. Recently, he spent time with his son Tyler Chappie, who is soon to travel to Japan for exploration. There are rumors that Chalk is a millionaire, but there is no evidence to support them, and if he is, there might be other suitors who fit that description. However, Joan might find it quite alluring that he seems to have his financial affairs in order. According to the aforementioned story, Chalk appears to lead an opulent life. He's hanging out with his son, who's getting ready to move out, well dressed up. They're in a glitzy area with stylish subway tiles and expensive leather chairs. One may characterize the general atmosphere as Ralph Lauren opulence. Joan could naturally want to enter this image and indulge in her own little polo-style fantasy. Even though she has her own money, extra cash is always helpful, don't you think? Thus, it's conceivable that she finds Chalk's way of life intriguing. He is not merely a man of apparent wealth. In addition to being a friend and father, he also has a homemade chicken noodle soup recipe. According to Chalk's Instagram, this is called Chalk-a-doodle soup. He's so proud of it, it must be very nice. For your amusement, here is the recipe. Still, Joan might be glancing forward, attempting to determine which suitor is providing her with the best quality of life. She might prefer insurance industry guru Chalk over a less worthy mate if given the option, as he seems to be well off. There's nothing wrong with it, it's her life. It is said that falling in love with a rich man is just as easy as falling in love with a poor man, but a wealthy man will constantly have to ask himself why a woman is with him. Reality, Steve's most recent spoilers indicate that Joan does end up falling in love with Chalk this season. As it is, although Steve has made mistakes in the past, his observations are typically spot on. Perhaps Joan is really in love. Chalk is a Capricorn and a Virgo, which makes for a wonderful combo that frequently results in marriage. Similar characteristics shared by both earth signs are a tendency toward perfection, humility, and a need for stability. She might also adore other aspects of him, even if she is just interested in his wealth. Compared to Jerry Turner, Chalk might be less of a clout-chasing and more compassionate. Not only did he disappoint Teresa Nist, but he let Joan down as well. Thus, perhaps Chalk is Joan's ideal partner, the anti-Jerry, if you will. I love the Golden Bachelorette, but love is always a gamble. If Chalk truly is a wealthy man, he is unquestionably a suitable bachelor. In this materialistic environment, Joan can be considered a material girl. Madonna boldly expresses her love of money and the wonderful things it may purchase in the song Material Girl. She has no shame. But in the world of reality TV, gold diggers frequently choose to hide their avarice. Because they're after money, they put on a front of being in love. Even though Joan doesn't seem like a gold digger, you never know. Hopefully, she has good motives for being interested in Chalk, the Golden Bachelorette star. On the Golden Bachelorette, Chalk Chappie, a 60-year-old insurance executive from Wichita, Kansas, is vying for Joan Vassos' affection. Is she more interested in his money than in finding love? The Chalk Chappie is full. Chalk has amassed a significant personal real estate empire. He has several properties throughout the Midwest, one of which is a 3,300 square foot house in Kansas. In addition, he has a number of boats, and as a side project, he turned a storage container into a man cave. Although his precise net worth is unknown, the frontrunner for Golden Bachelorette is obviously quite wealthy. Is he attractive to the Golden Bachelorette for love or money? After his mother passed away, Chalk Chappell had to temporarily leave the Golden Bachelorette, which crushed Joan Vassos. She understands the value of her family. Her daughter needed her, so she gave up her opportunity to fall in love with Jerry Turner on The Golden Bachelor. Family is Joan Vassos's top priority. Although it's a lovely sentiment, it might not be good for any potential relationships that result from the event. She has earlier said that she would not leave her Maryland relatives behind. Many of her suitors, like Chalk and his insurance company, have made their homes in their home states. Some admirers question whether Joan is genuinely eager in finding love with Chalk or whether she is only after his money due to her rigidity when it comes to moving. What will Joan Vassos' net worth be in 2024? Joan Vassos works as an administrator at a private school in Maryland that is exclusively for boys. Her yearly pay for that position is estimated to be between $60,000 and $80,000. The Golden Bachelorette star also works as an interior designer as a side gig. Indeed reports that the annual salary of an interior designer in Maryland is a whopping $59,215. Joan Vassos might not even require Chalk Chappell's funds, then. As the Golden Bachelorette lead, she also receives a substantial salary. Though the precise sum is unknown, Bachelor Nation insiders claim it to be in the six figures. Because of her two jobs and her appearance on reality TV, Distractify projects Joan Vassos' net worth to be $1 million in 2024. This week, Joan's adventure on The Golden Bachelorette continues. There was a hint of a serious rose ceremony for Joan and her suitors that remained on the show's official Instagram. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC, The Golden Bachelorette can be seen on Hulu the following day. What are your thoughts about Joan and Chalk's relationship? Is it true, or is she merely after his money? Post your thoughts in the comments section. Wonderful woman alone. When it comes to the people in her daily life, Joan Vassos has a few necessities. There are some errands Joan despises running. She thus really needs to locate a man who is willing to fulfill these tasks for her. What is the right thing for a man in Joan's life to do, in her opinion? Keep reading to learn the inside scoop. Outstanding Lone Ranger, Joan Vassos thinks men should perform these jobs. Stunning single woman in the event that they are dating, Joan Vassos thinks a man ought to accomplish a few things for her. She detests doing herself, which makes two things in particular. She is therefore putting her trust in the new man in her life to carry the load and go on. Regarding what Joan said in a recent meeting, Page 6 provided insights. She discovered that her father was a man who truly kept his word. He never let my mother bring in the heavy food, she claimed. Whenever someone walked into the room, he would usually spring up. He usually unlocked doors. Joan has openly stated that she is not looking for the same kind of man that she found in her late husband. Something else has to be found by her. She is therefore looking for an active, kind man who is also considerate and would like taking her and her loved ones to the oceanside this time. She also insists that he should do the yard work in addition to going grocery shopping. Joan doesn't have many problems, but one does exist. She will not be with someone who will treat the restaurant staff rudely. She worked as a server at school and is adamant that they should be handled properly. She acknowledges that she would give relocation serious thought, but she insists that it must be at least somewhat close to her loved ones. She refuses to relocate far away from them. Wonderful woman alone. This evening, Joan Vassos will set off on her adventure to see if she can fall in love again. Is there someone she can find to examine each and every crate, as well as do the yard maintenance and grocery shopping? Fans should pay attention as she meets a lot of amazing men who are looking for fleeting moments of love. They are all really insightful and provide a lot of genuine value. If you want to watch all the lucky men who get to date Joan, don't miss the season premiere on ABC on Wednesday night.